What's going on, Taurus? Welcome to your December 2021 bonus reading. This is the Autistic Mystic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this reading, Taurus, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future energies. And as we move through the reading, I will be clarifying the cards to get even more information for you as well. Hope you all are doing well out there. Keep in mind, Taurus, that this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate for you and your current situation and leave behind the ones that do not resonate for you at this time. Also, be sure to smash that like button so that all the Taurus people out there can find this reading. The more people that like, comment, and share the video, the more that YouTube promotes it, and that also helps me grow this channel. So without further ado, Taurus, let's go ahead and do 4 shuffles and really pull the energy for those of you watching this December 2021 bonus reading. As always, I'd like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, let's lay out these cards and make sure that you can see all of them here. Wow. All right, Taurus, so intuitively, before we even get into it, I feel like there's this you're dealing with a situation where you're almost like questioning whether or not you want to start a family. Okay, I don't know why that's coming through for you. Some of you, it may be a genuine desire, like maybe you're feeling pressured to start a family here. It could be imposed on you from family or friends, and maybe some of you don't even want that here. But I see a lot of potential for a family to be created with someone. Some of you may be reaching the point in your life where you're feeling pressured and you're like, well, if I don't have children now, maybe I never will. That's just going to be for some of you and kind of like a side note, but it is, the energy just wanted to come through as that here, Taurus. So there's almost like family is on your mind, creating your own family, by the way. So I don't know, that's just what I see here, or sense here rather. So let's get into it for you, Taurus. Let's start off in your past energy up top here. So this top row is all about your recent past. We have the 7 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we also have the 8 of Wands here. So I sense a situation here, Taurus, where you're feeling like you've put in all the hard work in your life and you really want more out of life here, right? So we have this 7 of Pentacles here. So I could see you guys being proud of the work that you've done in your life. Maybe you've made steady improvements over time. And I feel like you guys do feel like you're in kind of a solid position here in your life. I just sense that there's this feeling of, is this really all that life has to offer? I know that there's more out there. I know that I'm in a solid position here financially, perhaps. For some of you, it could be another thing. But there's this feeling of like really being solid and then kind of being sad about that. Because you see how you also have this Queen of Pentacles. They're both looking down at this pentacle. You see the Queen is staring right at this pentacle. Then the 7 of Pentacles, they're also staring at this pentacle here. So I feel like there's this really big desire for human connection for you, Taurus. Like, you guys, maybe it's not a family. Maybe you want to start a community here. It just seems like you guys you've reached a point where you've put in so much work here financially or something like that, where now you're desiring for more. Because in your recent past, you also have this 8 of Wands here. This could be information coming to you. This could be someone alerting you to the fact that they are very much so interested in you. Also, though, Taurus, I just feel like this is your own energy of like wanting to get things moving, right? I feel like you guys are done being isolated. There's a big desire here to be with other people. and to kind of like get out of the hermit mode here. So for some of you, I don't know why I keep sensing, Taurus, like for a few of you out there, it's almost like you're reaching a certain age, like if you're a woman, where it's like maybe you only have so much time left to bear children, and so there's like a pressure on you, and you're kind of like debating within yourself. It's like, well, do I just want to like live this life I've been living and stay independent, or do I want to kind of like go into a family? But there's almost, and no matter who you are, if you're a man, whatever, it's like that's the energy for you guys here. It's like this question in your mind. It's like, well, I know family is going to tie me down here. And so some of you may, by the way, already be in that position. Some of you may have already manifested a family and be very happy with it, but then kind of just be wondering, is there really more to life? So no matter who you are, Taurus, you're feeling like this feeling is like, is there more than I have? Like, did I make the right decision? Am I on the right path here? And that's kind of gnawing at you. So we're going to have to clarify to get more information about that. But let's move on to the present moment here. We have the World card, we have the Ten of Cups, and we also have the King of Wands here. So this World card indicates, you're at the final stage of the journey of the soul of the major arcana, right? The World is the last major arcana card. So this could indicate to you like you're able to get some sort of benefit for the journey that you've been through. You've been on a very long journey to get where you want to go, right? That's why the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles is here. You guys have put in a hell of a lot of work to get where you are. And I feel like there's this feeling like maybe not a lot of people recognize that for you, and they just take it for granted. They're like, oh, Taurus, yeah, they're doing their thing. And it's almost like this internal recognition that, wait a minute, no, I've gotten to this point through hard work and discipline and sacrifice. And so you are at this ending phase. There is a new phase opening up for you. You've completed a certain cycle of your life is what this World card is telling you here. Now, the centerpiece to your reading which is why I'm saying about these people in this family. You have this Ten of Cups here as the centerpiece to your reading, Taurus. And so, once again, if you're in a family, if you have children and you're happily married or something like that, I feel like this question is gnawing at you like, is this really what I want? Maybe some of you want to break away from this. Now, if you don't have a family here, I feel like it's gnawing at you. You feel like you actually deserve one. So no matter who you are, family and friends and kind of like that long-term stability is on your mind. For the vast majority of you, Taurus, I feel like this is a situation where you feel like you deserve to have this and you don't have it. So it's kind of like gnawing at you. Now, for those of you who are single out there, Taurus, you have this King of Wands who's looking right at this this Ten of Cups here, this family life. So I feel like for those of you single women out there, or if you're just into men in general, doesn't matter your gender, there is like one person that you're kind of thinking about who could be the person who creates this family with you. Okay, but I just sense that there's a lot of doubt in your mind about whether or not it's actually possible with this one person. But we're pretty much, this is one of those readings where we're going to have to start clarifying the cards in a second to really get more information. But you have family on your mind. You've exited a certain phase of your life here. Okay. Also, there's also this debate about career versus family. It's like if you start a family, or even if you already have a family, it's like, do I want to focus on my career or family? It's like this sacrifice that needs to be made that I'm sensing for you guys. All right. So I see the dilemma that a lot of you guys are in now. Let's move on to the future timeline for you. You have a really interesting future spread. You have the Two of Swords here. You have the Judgment card. And you also have the Five of Swords here. So I don't know, Taurus. It's really interesting energy here. I feel like in some way you're kind of denying something that you really want. Right? The Two of Swords is all about denial. Okay, of like being closed off to the idea of something. So there could be like a possibility that takes you to where you want to go. So this is really coming through. If you're already in a family and you're kind of desiring more freedom and more adventure, I feel like part of you is just like, nope, I'm not going to do that. Now, if you're already single and you're already kind of on that individual path and you're actually desiring a family, there's part of you who's like, nope, can't happen. So no matter who you are here, Taurus, I feel like there's a denial of what you really want. So make sure that you remain open to what your soul's calling you to do here, okay? And there is this element of like self-sabotage here with this Five of Swords here. Now, for some of you dealing with a King of Wands who you're thinking you could start a family with, I just feel like you're a little bit disappointed. Okay, there's this feeling of like maybe the individual that you want to do this with, this could be the person you're already married to if you're already in a relationship, Taurus. I feel like you're upset with someone here. Also, though, that's coming through as self-sabotage, where it's like you don't really know what you want. You're very confused as to what Spirit's guiding you to do, because you have this Judgment card here. Now, the Judgment card is all about divine intervention. And also it's about making a judgment in a practical sense as well. So I feel like both shoes fit for you here, Taurus. And because you have the World card here, right, the two major arcana cards here are the Judgment card and the World. So you have to make a judgment about your destiny, about what your legacy is going to be in this life. And I feel like no matter what timeline you're on, it's almost like you guys have this fear of missing out. So once again, it's like you probably value your freedom if you're single, and you're like, I don't really want to be tied down. But maybe that's what Spirit's calling me to do. If you're already in a family, you're like, well, it's like I feel like I value my family, but I also want this freedom that I don't have. So I just get this feeling here, Taurus, with these two swords, like heavy mental energy. You're definitely overthinking, especially in the future timeline here. You're going to be really being gnawed at about like what it is you want to do with your life, like whether or not you want to have a family. It keeps coming back to that, Taurus. It's like, once again, roles could be reversed. If you're already in a family, if you don't have it, it's like you want what you don't have. The grass is greener on the other side type of energy here. So I do feel like you're going to have to make a decision here. You're going to have to make a judgment in the future, whether if you're in a family, then you're going to be like, okay, this is my life, this is what I want. Or you're like, I break away. Or if you don't have a family, you're going to have to make a judgment. Maybe this is what I need to create, maybe it's not. Right? So I just see this like dilemma of you're entering through a phase of your life is over where everything was just easy and you didn't have to think this hard. So it's just kind of stressful here. So let's move on for you, Taurus. Let's start clarifying some of these cards and really get into your reading here. So let's go ahead and go into your recent past here. Let's go ahead and clarify this Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this is you being satisfied, but yet dissatisfied with what you have. Let's see. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles for Taurus. It's almost like you've reached a certain point in your life where you got what you wanted, but now you're realizing there's more out there, is what I keep sensing. So let's see. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Taurus? Okay, so I feel like there's a situation where whatever you've manifested, Taurus, although you feel satisfied with it, like the golden effect of it is starting to wear off. Like it's starting to feel like ordinary. Okay, now you do have the playfulness card here to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. So this is you desiring more play in your life, like less work and more play. So it's like you guys got the work thing down, all right? For a lot of you, you have your finances at least in sort of order to where you can live here, and you're desiring more freedom. So whether or not you are, if you're already in a family, you already have this family dynamic, you're definitely desiring more freedom because you feel like, well, I already know what I got here. Now, if you're thinking about, I want to start a family, maybe you feel that actually is the element that will bring you more playfulness, because when you have people around you, you can obviously play with them, right? Play with children, play with your partner. So no matter who you are here, Taurus, it's this feeling like you've manifested something, but it's not enough. It doesn't really satisfy you. You want play. You want interaction with people more than you have. So it's like this feeling like you want what you don't have. Let's clarify this Eight of Wands for you. What's this Eight of Wands doing in your past timeline? Okay, so we had the laziness card pop out. So you guys are definitely desiring change here. You're not going to be satisfied just doing what you've been doing. So once again, if you're already in a family, just staying within the family dynamic, you're feeling lazy. You're feeling like this can't be it. No matter who you are, the feeling, Taurus, is like, this cannot be the whole totality of life. Now, if you're not in a family and you're thinking about wanting to create one with someone here, the feeling is like you're done being lazy. You're going to go out there. You're going to test the waters. You're going to see if it's possible. So laziness is coming to an end here, right? No more spiritual bypassing. No more, because you see this card, this guy is sitting on like shards of glass and he's pretending like it's all good. So I feel like for a long time, even though you've manifested something that your heart is actually satisfied with, you realize that this cannot be it for me. There has to be more to life than this. And so there's just like this gnawing feeling. And it's like, I don't know, that we can talk about spiritual principles all day, and it's like, just be grateful for what you have and just be present to the moment. But I feel like desire is actually what your soul is calling you to do here. It's like if you just stay and you do breath work and you try to like think your way through this, or just be present to the moment and like meditate about it, that's not going to there's no amount of acceptance that can help you here. Now, it could, obviously, acceptance and meditation always helps, but I feel like it's not going to make the feeling go away. So there's this feeling of like you need to change something up here. Now, let's move on to the present moment for you. Let's clarify this World card for you. What's this World card doing for Taurus? The whole energy of this reading is you've reached a certain marker, and you're like, what the hell do I do now? It's like, it's kind of like this feeling of I've been there, I've done that. Been there, done that, looking for something new, please. But you're debating, is it ethical? Is it right? Is it not? Why is this World card here for Taurus, please? Okay, so the World card is clarified by the Intensity card, guys. So once again, this is kind of like the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot. So whatever phase is coming to an end, you're desiring expansion, freedom, and passion. That's what you want here. So depending where you are on the spectrum, some of you believe that a family will give you this intensity that you desire. Some of you already in a family dynamic believe that actually walking away from the family or somehow expanding your life doesn't mean you have to completely leave it behind. It's going to bring you. So it's like you have an intense desire to move into a new phase of your life because you know something's dead in the water. Something's over, right? You've been there, you've done that, you've got to a certain point, no longer satisfies you. It probably satisfied you for a long time, but now you have this intense desire to move away from any laziness. You have all this fire energy, right? Playfulness and intensity. That's what you desire, playfulness and intensity. So no matter how you get it, Taurus, you're going to have to get it, right? So maybe for some of you it involves the family, others of you it doesn't. Now this is going to be the biggie clarification. Let's see why this 10 of Cups is here for Taurus. Let's get more information about this 10 of Cups, please. Okay, so once again, we have the Consciousness card, guys. This is like the Ace of Swords in traditional tarot. So depending on where you are on the spectrum of family life, you have a clear realization. This is utter clarity about something. So if you're single and you don't have a lot of people around you, you know you want that. You need community, you need people, you need like-minded souls. So maybe it's not even you need to create a family. Maybe it's just you need more community. You need more in-person interaction with people of a like mind. Now, for others of you who are already in a family dynamic, I feel like you're starting to have the realization that there needs to be more than life. So maybe you don't leave your family behind or something, but you just find a way to get more playful and intense and maybe start a side project or something like that. But whoever you are, you know that there's more to life, right? The Consciousness card is the Ace of Swords, mental clarity. And in this card, it's like it's beyond your logic. This is beyond. You see how there's no number to this card? That shows that it's beyond logic. It's beyond the numerology. So this is something coming from your heart, right? The heart doesn't really understand numbers here. So your heart is calling you to something that your head. I see a contradictory between the head and the heart. That's what I see here. So you're going to have to work through this here. I feel like the Judgment card is going to tell us a lot here. Taurus. So let's also clarify this King of Wands. For some of you, the King of Wands might be the person that you're already in a family with, for some of you. Or for others, if you're not in a family, this could be the person or the archetype that could represent the person that you want to start a family with. Now I don't know, let's just see. Let's see, why is this King of Wands here? All right, so the King of Wands is clarified by the Master card, guys. So it's starting to come through as like this is kind of your own energy, perhaps. Okay, there's a master here. Now, some of you may be interested in someone who is a very high consciousness. Okay, so the Master card here, a lot of you, this is going to be about self-mastery. And you're realizing whatever situation you're in, it's not what you want. You have more development to go. It's like when it comes to self-mastery, you want to be the center of attention in some way. Maybe it's a family, maybe it's outside of the family. Mastery here. So the Master card is here. This is all beyond logic, by the way, because you see how there's no number here on these cards, right? So whatever you got going on in the present moment, I feel like your mind, the logical part of you, your animal brain is telling you to do something, but then your heart and your soul is telling you the opposite. So I see it, and it's like very intense. Right? So I don't know, Taurus, that's a weird one. The Master to the King of Wands. I feel like this is you. Really, it's your own energy. You're wanting expansion. You're wanting playfulness, intensity, not being lazy anymore. And you know that your expansion has reached a certain stopping point, right? The World card to the intensity, you can't really, wherever you are in life, you can't keep expanding. And so the Master is here that, hey, you remember why you came to planet Earth in the first place, Taurus? It's because you wanted to be a master of yourself. And so there's this desire for newness, right? So let's go ahead and move on to your future timeline here, Taurus, and see what's going on here. Let's clarify this Two of Swords. Why is this Two of Swords here for you in the future? Now, intuitively, what I'm getting is if you're someone who's already in a family dynamic, you already have a partner and children, this could be your partner not really open to whatever project that you want to start on the side or whatever you want to do. For others of you, it could be something completely different. So let's get more information. Why is this Two of Swords here for Taurus? Okay, so the Two of Swords is clarified by the Outsider card, guys. Five of Pentacles here in your future. So, it's interesting that the Judgment card would come right after this. So in the immediate future for you guys, I just feel like this feeling of you're not where you want to be. You're outside of the place that you actually want to be here. You're outside of your true desire. You're not really making it happen yet. So in the future, this feeling is going to continue until it kind of bursts off here. Okay, so the Outsider, the Two of Swords, that's pretty clear. Like you're just, in the future, you're going to be feeling like I'm not really where I'm supposed to be. I've already done this. I've already learned the lesson. Like I need new, universe. Please give me new. And so that's interesting that the Judgment card would come right after that. And so it's almost like this feeling of you're in a low space, you're not where you want to be. And this could be Spirit stepping in. Right? This is divine intervention. You see the angel on the card. It also could just be you making a judgment as to, wait, I'm going to alleviate this this Outsider card. So I feel like it could be even both things for you. But to get even more information, let's go ahead and clarify. Why is this Judgment card here for you in the future? Okay, yeah. So the Judgment card is clarified by the Inner Voice card, guys. So your soul's guiding you in a new direction. Wherever you are here, the new needs to come into your life here. It needs to. This is the High Priestess. This is about secrets, inner voice. This is something that no one else can tell you, that only you can admit to yourself here. And you're having a hard time doing it here. So admit what you really want here. This is Spirit guiding you in the future. You're going to have to go within here, right? This is a lot of internal work. So in the future, maybe you're not going out, you're not doing a lot of external work to alleviate the situation. This is internal work, right? Two major arcana cards, right? Inner Voice and Judgment. There is a secret here about where you really want to be. Make sure that you remain open to it. Now, this is starting to come through as self-sabotage, this Five of Swords here, right? Because I feel like you're gonna come to a point, Taurus, where you admit to what you really want, but then you get to this place of defeatism where you feel like I can't actually get it. But that's all an illusion, right? That's an illusion. I'm getting illusion for this card, like you feeling like, no, it doesn't happen like that. It can't work like that. I'm stuck where I am. No, 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 Taurus. That's not how it works. If you have a desire, it actually aids the universe for you to line up with your desire. It doesn't benefit the universe for you to stay stuck. Realize that. Okay, so let's clarify this Five of Swords. Why is this here in your future? Because look at this could be an aspect of your own protector part, your protector personality, who's not okay with what you're doing, with what you're doing. And so you have two fives here as well. You also have the Five of Wands underneath this. So there's a lot of conflict within your own being. Could be conflict about what other people think about what you're doing as well. For some of you already in a marriage, this could be someone saying, if you do that, I'm going to kill you, right? You know, hopefully they don't really mean that, but just like they feel like that. I don't know. Let's see. Why is this Five of Swords here for Taurus? All right, yeah, so the Beyond Illusion card wanted to pop out, guys. So Beyond Illusion, you're going to have to see beyond this illusion. This is the part of you telling you can't do it. Could be manifested in the form of external people telling you can't do it. It's an illusion. Okay, if you guys feel stuck and you feel like you can't manifest this playfulness and this intensity, it is an illusion. You know, set your heart and mind on what you want and you will get it here. So Beyond Illusion and Inner Voice, this is going to be a very challenging journey for you, Taurus. I wish you the best of luck getting what you want here. And if you want more information on this situation, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find information on that in the description box of this video. I would love to work one-on-one with you guys and really get some more details for you with this situation. But either way, I will talk to you guys next week on your next reading. Stay good. Much love and light. Peace.